follow me, keep promising me, never lie to me. I think it could be you.
Linda Lynn presents Could Be You TV.
I just want to say I support that.
Thank
Keep
you.
hustling, keep working, keep doing what you're doing. I support that in any way, shape, or form. You know,
Well, I'm the naked cowboy. It could be you, TV. I'm the naked cowboy. Look at my boobies.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Or hers.
Hello, my beautiful people, and thank you for joining us tonight once again. And Linda Lynn presents Could Be You TV with your girl Linda Lynn, and
Miss Chrissy.
we're gonna work
that
on
better
that.
for you?
We're gonna, yeah.
She doesn't like my opening
She's like, "Still
hello.
Miss Chrissy." Yes. Okay. So, well, thank you. I hope everybody's having a great night. You know, we're just gonna start off by it's bad news after bad news, negativity. It just started the week off not, too great. I just want to give a quick condolence to the family of a young man who just tragically lost his life right up in my area, and it just happens that it's my son's friend, and it's devastating. He's in shock. My kids are in shock. He just said that just a couple of weeks ago, he was just hanging out with him, talking about cars and stuff like that, and he just can't believe how that's it, R.I.P. That's all he sees, on. And I say exactly that. It's just, this is a prime example. It's like you just never know. That's why they say, life is too short. You just never know. You hear 1 minute, the next you're not. So let's be kind to another. Let's enjoy life. That is exactly, and it hurts me because, it's just like, it's in the neighborhood, and it's like close to home. So condolences to the family and also. But how was your weekend?
Oh, it was good. Very low key.
It's so exciting to ask you things. You're just.
I'm very chill. I'm very chill right now.
All right. Well, I just want to give also.
I've had a long week.
I'll give a happy birthday shout out to my girl, my homegirl, Passion. Passion, happy birthday. We had a blast. We actually ended up at the Jersey Shore this weekend, celebrating and at the Tiki Bar Martel something. Not a Jersey girl, so I don't know, but I ventured out there with them because I just had to celebrate with them, and we had a blast. Just being around happy people, positive people, met up with more friends, hanging out with old friends, made new friends, it was just amazing.
Alcohol does that to people.
Yeah, well, I actually...
Everybody's always friendly when they're drinking. Well, until you know.
Well, actually, no. Well, you know me, I hardly don't even drink, but, I had to keep my cool because now I was a designated driver because... But happy birthday to her, and I just want to let everybody else know that if you want to... give a birthday shout out to any upcoming birthday, you can always email at couldbeyoutv@lindalyn.com, and you just let us know, and we'll give them a nice, huge shout out. So
Get some love for your birthday.
yes, give some loving to
From the
whoever's
ladies of
birthday.
Could Be You TV.
Yeah, for whoever's birthday. So that's that. But so I think we're gonna go straight into what we're always waiting for with Oh My God, What Now?
What's good this week? There's lots of entertaining. I mean, with all the negativity you see in the media, there's always something like ridiculous or funny or just catches your attention in a different way. I always like to read the goofy stuff.
Right.
But something that wasn't goofy, but I did see that I thought was like ridiculous, because we live in a day and age now where like it's picture after picture on your social media,
Right.
Instagram, Facebook. I mean, there's really, even in music, there's no one way to do anything anymore. You kind of mimic things or pictures you've seen, things like that. So I guess Kylie Jenner had posted a picture. She's on vacation. This girl is actually a YouTube influencer. This girl, Amanda Densing, that's up on there right now. She's a YouTube influencer who even knows what they're influencing anymore. But she took this picture, I guess, at some time. We don't even know who she is. I don't. And Kylie Jenner posted a similar picture. This is like all out of order, by the way. Kylie Jenner posted a similar picture of herself on the beach. There we go. Thank you. Or wherever she is, her lavish Airbnb that she probably, she probably bought. She owns it now.
So what? Basically, she copied somebody else.
So she took this picture. The other girl took the other picture, and the middle picture with the writing. Can you go back to that? The girl, the influencer, wrote under Kylie Jenner's picture, or is this Twitter? I don't even know. She wrote, "This photo looks awfully familiar," like trying to say Kylie Jenner copied her.
Right.
I'm pretty sure Kylie Jenner probably doesn't even know who this girl is. I mean, even if she did, wouldn't you be kind of like? Wouldn't you like be happy that somebody? I mean, Kylie Jenner's a big name. She's a model. I mean, whatever she does.
Well, I think she's trying to say always when you copy somebody or you try, you always try, right? But you always try to give credit,
right,
to that person. So maybe she felt like, okay, being that she is so famous and everybody knows her, but as I see she's got a check mark next to her name too. So she's not like a nobody either.
The bottom half of what she wrote, I mean, Kylie Jenner clapped back pretty quickly and basically said like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like, can you go back?"
Yeah, no, she said that she got her.
She said, from the words of Kim K, her sister, obviously,
right,
"You're not on my mood board."
I don't know what that means,
but I did get my inspo off of Pinterest.
Right. So okay. So somebody's lying. Because obviously the two pictures are very similar.
Very similar.
Somebody copied somebody. So, but if it was Kylie,
I mean, Kylie did it better. I'm not gonna lie. That girl did a good job. I mean, she looks good.
Right, but I think what she's saying that if I posted a picture before and Kylie Jenner did something similar, then where did you get your inspiration? It must have been from her, because where else would that picture come from?
Well, she wrote on the thing, "I got it from Pinterest."
Right. Well, her picture ended up in Pinterest. You know
so
what I'm
now
saying?
you know Kylie Jenner is Googling Pinterest pictures.
Right, there
like,
you go.
What's the next vacation picture I could take?
Yeah, well, I think Kylie probably knew, but she just didn't. Now she feels stupid.
Credit.
She's not going to give credit. So anyway, moving on, because Kylie, I really don't care.
Well, I'm sorry. Like, I'm a fan. I mean, I like to follow her. I think that she got involved at a young age. So you know what? Like, she's not doing bad, I think, for what she's trying to represent, which is a brand. You know, and she's a beautiful girl. But I mean, obviously, she has
more
some
power
help.
to you. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think anything's wrong with her. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty funny. Like, you can't give credit.
It's just so funny how people get into these feuds over such petty things.
Like petty,
oh my
yeah,
God,
exactly.
you copied me.
But I think that But I think the girl, like, she kind of called her out. She could have been like, "Oh, that's nice. Did you see the one I did?" Maybe like go about it a little differently. But hey, whatever. Teach his own. Now she's famous.
Right.
Now the girl is well known.
Okay, so speaking of, being famous for the wrong reasons and
for stupidity and rudeness. We got the Bagel Man from Bagel Boss.
Oh my Lord, this is
Oompa Loompa. Oh. He, if you haven't heard, if you've been living under a rock, this guy threw a tantrum in Bagel Boss because he's short and he can't find anybody on dating sites. So the guy in the blue, I guess they were exchanging words, altercation. Check the video out. It's pretty funny. I mean, it's viral. Turns out this guy actually has a YouTube channel where he goes and he's extremely racist, anti-Semitic, misogynist, and stupid. And he does this in public. He has like his video crew following him around.
But this is now after.
No, before. He's had this YouTube. He's had this page.
So he does this on purpose already.
He does this on purpose.
Like, it's so. I could clearly see when he's getting interviewed, like, he looks like a very angry person. And it's like, how is a person like that just allowed to be walking around like if everything's okay? Like, he should be
like
monitored.
A chihuahua.
He should be monitored very closely, and he should have, like, cops should always be, aware of when this guy's around, because obviously he's just doing this for attention, and obviously he got the attention, and that's what pisses me off.
Well, I was feeling bad for him in the beginning, and then I realized that. I felt bad because for one, we don't know what people go through. Sometimes people just have it, listen, he shouldn't have gone off the way he did, but we didn't see the beginning half, like before he started ranting, before he started with the attitude. Maybe somebody said something or laughed at him, or he's probably getting that his whole life. He's a short dude.
Right, I get what you're saying. So maybe at the
He's a tiny
moment,
man.
but afterwards, when they're interviewing him, you could still tell the demeanor he has is the same as he went off. Like if it's still
Right.
happening, this was already gone. Like it's over with. You would be like, this would happen, and you could tell the difference. But he was just still on that same. Like he had this. I'm sorry. I just don't agree. I don't like it, and people gotta stop.
Exactly.
How you call it? Making them more, infamous. The word because of stupidity and these things. Like there's so much going on. There's
he wants to get paid, too.
But for why? Why are people so intrigued by this? This is ridiculous. He's not being positive in any which way or form. He's not, being a good influence. If anything, you know what he's promoting? He's actually promoting
Violence.
Violence, for sure.
Negativity.
For sure. I mean, he's just showing everything that you shouldn't.
Bullying.
Everything he says that he's being bullied, and what you're doing is not bullying back.
Exactly.
And
then to come to find out, you have a YouTube channel that
exactly.
That does the
I
same
don't.
thing.
I don't agree. I don't think we should give
He did this on purpose. And this is the problem. We give people their fame for like the bad reasons, and then look at what happens to them. Remember that guy that was in jail and he had a mugshot? He became a model after that because his mugshot, he was like a hot.
Because he had like light eyes or something like that.
Meanwhile, a guy like domestic abuse, like drug charges, weapons charges, like this dude.
No, absolutely.
Let's get him out of jail and give him a Tom Ford contract.
Well,
let's do it.
Absolutely.
Sounds great.
And the sad part about this is like, well, everybody is, and I'm saying this, and I'm speaking of obviously more on a personal level, where we're giving so much attention to this negativity. Meanwhile, if we really know, whoever knows, been following the news, what's been going on in Puerto Rico, which is my motherland, it is devastating. It is heartbreaking. It is something that if you don't know what is going on right now, get on the news and get together. I mean, I'm not even going to go into details, but because I just recently found out as well, like and when I found out, I actually had to call my mom. I was like, Mom, what exactly? And she was TMZ. She was like, she was, and I was like, this is better than, any news channel, because she was like, she's there and she's listening every day, and it has to do with, the whole corrupt system, the, politicians, they're basically stealing money from the school systems. They're closing schools. There's no more funding for health. They're literally stealing. So we're left with nothing. People still have no water, no light. They're living in shambles, but you have these high-powered people who are stealing millions and millions of dollars right underneath our noses for themselves. They're closing schools to make little bunks, like trailers for children to go into school, because they're shutting down the schools because there's no funds. Meanwhile, the funds are there and they're stealing that. There's no money for health, and so
hopefully we could figure something out.
It's sad that it's terrible. So there's just so much going on, and then when I see that, it's like, what the heck? Who cares? Let's say, let's shut it down, or don't keep giving it, more into this guy. Like, I don't even want to see a picture. I'm going to boycott him. I swear to God. So let's just keep going, because I'm just going to go into a rant.
Uh-oh. Linda's on fire today.
Where's my water? No está mi agua.
You're like a busy little bee.
No me jodan.
Okay. Hielo. So anyway, on to the next topic, which is actually a funny one, so we can all laugh and take this.
Please let me know. I really need to understand what is going on here.
There was a group of people that petitioned on Facebook that they wanted to storm Area 51. Now, if you've been living under a rock again, Area 51 is where they're hiding all the aliens. You've heard about it in movies, Independence Day.
Okay.
So we know there's aliens. There's something going on there. We don't really know. We go back. I'm not done. Stop rushing me. So basically, all these 400,000 people, they're pledging to storm Area 51, and basically.
But they know where this place is. Like they know exactly
where it is. So the funny thing is, people have been like creating memes all week about this, like different memes, funny memes, videos. Like I cannot stop. I cannot get enough of this. Like the whole alien and like they're gonna take an alien home. They're
You know
gonna
what
storm
makes me-
Area 51 and take an alien.
You know
home
what
with
makes
them.
me laugh is as soon as a news breaks out, whether it's funny or not, how people just jump on it to make a meme out of it. And
Yeah.
whether it's funny, it's like who has really the time and
People-
to really just come up with these funny memes and make them go
Like, look
viral.
at
It
this
just
one.
came, the news just came out.
My alien a week after we raid Area 51. He's got like a giant bag of weed on his head.
Oh my
He's
God.
taking a selfie. That's great. Listen, there's like a ton of them that are funny.
But when is this supposed to be happening?
Just September 28th, I think it said, or something like that. 28th.
Oh, so because they're not prepared already to move the aliens somewhere else and,
September
just transport
20th.
them to the...
And
yeah, okay.
And they're saying that the military, obviously the military knows what the date is, so like the military is like let them come here and like try to storm Area 51. They're gonna take all these people out. But if you haven't checked it out, there's like a bunch. I sent a few. I thought there were more, but there was like a bunch of memes that I saw that were really funny. Actually, a video I posted. Just Google it. I mean, it's really funny. If you want a good laugh, take a look. A lot of people. I don't understand. There's just way too many memes out there. People really come up with the dumbest
But that's
crap.
what I'm saying, like, what the heck, but anyway.
I wasn't gonna make one.
Yeah. But, well, that was your entertainment news and trending news.
Oh, so really quick, what's trending and we don't have a picture for? It's like new today. This old man.
Oh my God, what's
this
going
old
on?
App, this application. I don't know
But
what
you know
app it
what?
is.
I don't know either, and I don't want to even try. I don't want to know what I look like when I'm going
Notice how no women. I have not seen one woman post a picture of herself on this
I
challenge
haven't
yet.
either.
Just guys, and you know what's funny? Why do guys always have to get better with it? Why do they all look
But they
so
do. But
sexy
actually, I have to say that
as old men?
Right. So I think that's.
I'm
what
like,
they
damn,
do
I can't
it.
wait to find me an 80-year-old.
That's why I said actually.
When
So
I'm
the
80.
app is pretty good because it's actually aging them very well. It
Yeah.
aged them well. So I think they just want to say, oh, I'm still gonna look good then, or maybe make it look better.
It's really on point, though. It's really
is, it
realistic
is.
looking. I
It
think
is.
that a lot of the people that
I think the first time that I saw it was somebody that I knew, and I
was
looked
like,
at it,
totally you.
and I said, "Oh, that must be the father."
that must
And
be
then
the dad.
I said, "What?" And then something about the app. So whoever came up with the app, kudos to you because
It's funny.
everybody's having fun
It's
with it
pretty
and
realistic.
yeah.
What about the one on Snapchat where it turns you into a guy?
Yes,
I've done that one.
No,
I saw a
don't-
really
I don't
disturbing
want to
video.
look like what I look like a guy. Not saying I don't need no
I'm a pretty
facial
hot
hair.
guy.
I'm trying to get all my fuzz off my face.
I'm a
and I
pretty
don't want to
hot.
look.
I'm a pretty hot dude. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I
Okay.
called myself Vincenzo. I don't know. It's just, I could be like a hot
Okay,
dude. Listen, I'm
Vincenzo.
just saying. That app though scared me when I saw this one video of this girl. She was like, her boyfriend was like not making out with her, but he was like snuggling her, and she was like videotaping like this. And she had a guy's face, and he turned around and looked at her, and he was like, "Oh shit, babe!" Like that'd be kind of freaky. I wouldn't do that to my boyfriend. It looked like,
Yeah. Anyways, so
Just saying.
that was that. People have fun, stuff like that. I like and encourage. It makes it's fun. People learn it together. People laugh. Stuff like that.
Charging for aliens.
No, it's fun. It's
Yeah. No, it is.
positive and you're having fun and loving life and living
always
life
good
and
stuff.
so stuff like that. So keep it up with these good. So anyway, but. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we have the super duper guest from Fashion for Purpose, and we're gonna talk about them. So,
We'll see you soon.
Me llaman Dan Pablo y hace más de 20 años me enamoré de una colombiana. Viajé a su país y conocí un estilo de café muy distinto, muy especial. Ahora tostamos cafés excelentes, con alturas y microclimas diferentes, resultado en una taza muy compleja y muy rica, un sabor nuevo en el mundo. Fue un éxito. And I even got to keep the girl.
Recognizing those in the Long Island fashion industry, Fashion for Purpose hosted its first Fashion Awards Gala in Patchogue. The ceremony recognizes and rewards those in the fashion industry for their hard work. Awards were given out to stylists, designers, makeup artists, members of the media, and to models. All right, bringing it together.
Yay, that was amazing. Well, here we have. Thank you for joining us. Can you just please tell us who you are?
I am Carmen Colon, the CEO and founder of Fashion for Purpose.
I am Jared Cohen. I handle operations and whatever Carmen wants me to do.
Very well. I like that. I like that answer. Good man right there.
Always make the women happy.
That's right.
Yes.
That's why I keep them around.
Yes, that is great. So tell us a little about this event that I happen to have gone with our girl. We're gonna give a big shout out to our girl Loretta.
She was amazing.
Let's give her a hand, Loretta.
Yes, Loretta.
She did amazing. We were at your fashion show event, the Fashion Awards. Yeah, so it was amazing. It was beautiful. It was inspiring, and so I want for you to tell exactly how you came up with this idea.
So we actually came up with the idea from our last fashion show that we had, and we wanted to honor some, key people that have been involved with the show, and we did a little, like I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so, like 4 or 5. Yeah. It took too long. I was like, that's just a completely different, that's just it. We have to have a separate show from the fashion show to honor them the right way.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they will honor definitely in a very professional way. This is the first annual, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the first annual,
Yes.
and for being the first annual, the kickoff, everything, was a great turnout. And so, how long have you been into this event and this project of yours?
So, Fashion for Purpose actually started in 2011. And it was an annual fashion show, and now we are having it twice a year. So we're definitely growing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love all the fashion. There was so many different styles.
The designers,
they
were great.
Yeah, they was, and the beautiful part about it is because you do give recognition for the people who otherwise don't get that shot. We call ourselves the little people, right? You don't see, it's just like, so out of all of those, maybe one gets that big shot, and, so doing something like this, it just makes them all feel special and makes them all feel like they are doing a great job. And it shows that we have to support more of like that little mom and pop type of thing,
Yeah, and it's interesting because a lot of people, they see the model strut down the runway, they see the designers fit the clothing, but they don't realize how much time and effort goes on up until that point where it actually happens.
Right, of course.
Months of planning.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, it's practice. It's, we have model rehearsals for 6 weeks leading up to the fashion shows. And they all come on their own volition, Sunday nights for 3 hours. So there's a lot of behind the scenes work, as I'm sure you ladies do for this show as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, everything good takes time and patience, and and you want to go to production and you have to put in the work.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, well, that's amazing. And so what exactly is the next step? What is the next fashion show? What other inspirations and things are you involving? Are you involving other aspects of the fashion? Is it just designers or?
So I'm definitely going to have another Fashion Awards next year. I'm so in love with that.
Yes, absolutely.
With that, with that concept, and it's my baby right now. We're still gonna do the fashion shows, though. We're still gonna do the fashion shows. However, the way that we celebrated on Sunday was just amazing to me. It was really one of the key factors. Like I just wanted to celebrate life. I wanted to celebrate all of our achievements, and it was everything I expected. And yes, Loretta was just hands down.
Yes, of course.
I love,
She's going
love,
to
love
continue
her.
to be involved.
Yes.
If she
That
wants
is
to.
amazing. That's
Yes.
great. Hey, listen, you know, that's why we name her Leave It to Loretta. You know, because you just, you know, very few can do, you know, the improv.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Try
she's
to,
amazing.
Ad-lib.
Well,
Oh my
someone will
goodness.
be like, so okay, 1 second. She'll be like, oh, let me tell a joke or two. And
Yes.
she wouldn't even
She
tell a
was-
joke,
yes.
just
She was-
stretching the,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She,
That
she was
pause
on
and-
it, like she was on point.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
At the drop of a dime. But
Absolutely.
We do have something else coming up.
Yeah, so we have decided through the years of doing the fashion shows, we always get hit up by, you know, people who want to be involved in the fashion industry, whether it's a model, videographer, photographer, stylist, hair and makeup. So we're going to open up a 501c3 nonprofit called the Long Island Fashion Academy. Stay tuned. We're going to have announcements coming soon, flyers.
Interesting.
Yeah, we actually already have like a course outline for all the classes. We have a studio where we're going to do it at, and it's really going to, I think, propel the company of Fashion for Purpose that much further.
Yeah.
That is absolutely amazing. And what
Yeah.
gave you this idea to want to say, I think we're going to do such a thing?
I think to me it was more just the struggle of the process of actually putting on the fashion show. A lot of people go into it and not realize, like, even for a model to come in, like, I'm aspiring model, I want a model, like, where do I start?
Right.
So I think that this would be the great place for them to learn how to walk, etiquette, resume writing, like things of that nature. So it's going to help them throughout their
that
career,
Life in general.
life in general.
Yeah,
yes.
that is great. That is amazing, and that is something similar as well as like why I started this show, because as you know. Back in the day when I did my modeling, you know, in transition into doing music, I'm a recording artist, and this is how I started. When I have a lot of, you know, aspiring artists who would ask me, so how do you do this, or who can I talk to? What do you think about this and that? And I always say the same thing whenever I preach about why is it I did this, and I say, oh my God, I want to help you. I don't have all the answers, you know, because I'm learning myself.
Yeah.
But whatever little I do know, I want to pay it forward. I want to. And I was brainstorming, what can I do to help them, because I know what it is to be in that position. I mean, I'm not in no position right now. I'm like right in the middle, still climbing the stairs. You know, so I'm not even. So, but there's some people who are just starting out and they don't know how or what, and you know, and those little things like that, I can absolutely guide them, you know, and I can only do that. I can only guide them and say, listen, I think that. So it was a brainstorm to say, you know what, I want to create a platform where they can feel that they can come and you know, as you know, up and coming, they can come here and they can get interviewed, their videos get showcased, they you know. We'll be able, you know, we're able to do live performances. So I definitely relate to what you're saying, and you know, so it's something closely to exactly, you know, the platforms that we're trying to create, which I think is fabulous. I think everybody, you know, should definitely be more involved and give their ideas.
It's really a community thing. It's you know, everyone really has to you know, you got to come together. You really do. I'll tell you one thing. Young hip professional Sam was absolutely amazing.
Our girl Sam.
Yes, Sam, love you.
Kisses.
She
love her.
You know, I told her, I said, listen, we're gonna do the Long Island Fashion Awards. She's like, oh my god, I'm sponsoring. Like, she's just like at the drop of a dime, and she came in with a photographer, and she's just so amazing. She actually, we have a float at the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and she came on the float with us as well.
Yeah.
But she's amazing. She's amazing.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm
absolutely.
saying. Like, just because, you know, you have a business, I have a business, doesn't mean that we have to compete. No, let's
absolutely
get together.
not. This is exactly, because you know, one thing leads to another. So everything is always hand in hand. So what better it is to have a place like what you guys are creating, where you don't have to do one thing here and then go somewhere else at another time. It's like everything is right there. So
it's also important to note that, you know, like, modeling can be a career, but you can't just get up off the couch and just go model.
Right.
Like, there are steps to take. And I think a lot of, like, we have open tryouts for our fashion shows. And we get a lot of people that have been a model before. They know how to walk, they know the etiquette. But then we have some people who say, oh yeah, I can model, and they don't practice their steps, they don't practice their walk, they don't practice poses. And when they come down to us and they don't get selected, they realize, oh wow, like
Right.
maybe I should do something. But as of right now, there's nowhere to go and do something about
Exactly.
it. So we want to also create the environment where if you're serious about that particular craft, you can come down, you can learn, and then you can be part of our shows.
Absolutely, that's great. And it's funny that you should mention, because not too long ago we were part of a huge fashion show for Fashion
My
Week. and,
first one.
Yeah, so we invited some
I don't know how I got involved.
well, you got involved
I just got
because
like thrown into the
I
wolves.
pushed
happened.
you.
I mean, I was on
I
a
pushed
model
you
list.
into there because I was actually hosting this fashion show, and and there was the designers, a variety of designers, a variety of everything, and the models were all different. And this is what I like, and this is what when you have models, when you think of a model, you always think of what like this Vogue.
Yeah.
Thin pencil.
Paris
you know what I'm
Fashion
saying?
Week,
Yeah.
all that.
So
yeah.
I feel like no, a model is to represent something that doesn't
Yeah.
specifically mean that, and I just feel like I don't know if you've even seen. I think not too long ago they show like applauding Nike because Nike came out with the first full figure mannequin.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Right?
and people are like,
Yes.
oh, that's
I think that is great and that is so
Yeah.
inspiring because that goes to show,
changes.
It's
yeah, like it's
diversity.
great because it's making the full figured women they feel more comfortable
Yeah.
And
more
included.
You know
I
what,
think that was one thing
I-
that always bugged me as a curvy woman growing up is not being able to shop at like the regular stores. Like you go to Target and they have the cutest bathing suits, but if you're anywhere bigger than a C and they're not fake, it's like you can't really fit into it well or it doesn't support. And now they have actually like real bra cup sizes and different like shaped different
and
body.
designers that the way this design
Yeah.
is as Victoria's Secrets,
Yeah.
you can be as fancy and still be, so I think it's great. So I said, you're doing it. She's like, what? I said, yes, you are. And I feel that I was like,
I thought I was
listen.
doing it as a joke. Like
No,
the
she thought it was.
audition.
I was like, no,
We
this
went
is
for
a
a
joke.
casting call
It's a
because she
joke.
was the host of the show. So we went to the casting call. I went with her. And at the end, I was like, oh, wait. And I was like, let me do it. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, she was following
I
what
was
everybody was
just
doing, but she was
joking around.
mocking
I was
them.
like,
But it
oh,
turned
not
out.
mocking, but I was like,
Yeah.
oh, like let me do this because that's just my personality. I'm like, let me have fun with it. Let me just.
Deep down, she really wanted to do it.
I did. I really
there you
deep
go.
down
I knew
wanted
how to
them
do
to tell
that.
me what they thought without me actually auditioning. So, I did it, and he was like, "Oh, girl, I'm putting you in the show," and I'm like, "No, you're not."
You know
Really?
why?
Like,
Because to me, especially when I did modeling, I'm back in the thing. To me, it's also it shows when you are confident, is your attitude. It's you don't sometimes the models think they model, and it's just like they model, and they have to just it's just. They love when you give us that to you being different, and you're showcasing whatever it is that you're showing, but you also do it in a way that is your attitude, it's who you are, and you can be, whoever. So being that she is the way she is, and I was just like, you girls, just you walk, do
Like,
whoever,
such a
and
hard
just
time
make it
with
fun,
it. I didn't get fitted for the outfit, so that was my biggest concern in the beginning. And
She was like last minute throw in there like, well, here we have this.
well,
for you.
like I knew he had said like, the designer was busy. That I can't even tell you for the first time as a model, I guess, as somebody backstage with people who have done this before, I'm looking around like, oh, this is like so exciting. Like I get to see what's going on in the room, and this chick's yelling at this chick, and she can't find
This
someone
one's totally
stole her
naked,
shoes.
and who stole my,
This one's
where's
got
my
pink
stocking?
skis. You're just kind of like, wow, like you're so like thrown all over the place. So by the time I actually the designer that we were working with, he was like one of the last
Shout
designers.
out to Brooklyn Jules.
Yeah, Brooklyn Jules, Brooklyn Isla Jules. He's a dope guy, very good designer, very good artist. He's a singer. But anyway, we went for him, and like the outfit he gave me, it was like toxic, like Britney Spears toxic. And I was like, it was white. And I was like, yeah, not happening. I'm not doing that. So then he switched, he gave me something else. I was like, all right, it's all about what you feel comfortable in too. Because I'm comfortable with me and who I am, but I was just saying this yesterday to someone, you have to wear things that fit you and fit what makes you comfortable. You don't have to be a size 0, you don't have to be, a stick to feel comfortable in clothing. You just have to find something that fits your body type and your who you are.
Yeah, I think.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Actually, I come across a lot of designers that are looking for full figured. But on our end, it's difficult because we don't have as many full figured models on Long Island. So that is key for everyone out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Full figure models are needed.
and being with that being said, we have to give a huge shout out to my girl. This is one of the longest friends I have. We had her once on the show before. She's also a host and she's an advocate for full figure women. Lynx Garcia. She goes by the name of Supersized Spanish Fly. Shout out to you, my girl. She was here in New York. She decided to just bounce out to I don't know where. So I'm a little upset at that. But she is a great influencer when it comes to, and you got to see her. She's talk about, one of those fierce Latinas, she's just like curvas. It is her MO, right? So definitely you have to look up Lynn Garcia, Supersized Spanish Fly. She goes by on Instagram and stuff. So, but yeah, definitely we need more versatility.
Yes.
Yeah, I think, when I got involved in the fashion side of thing, I always told Carmen that it's important for a business to separate itself from others. So go against the grain, not with the grain.
Absolutely.
Set your own trends, don't follow trends. So we do a lot of things that, other designers wouldn't do or other fashion shows wouldn't do at their shows. And I think, having different size models. We have models all shapes, sizes, colors, attitudes, hair, whatever it may be. We love everybody for how they come to us, and you don't see that in mainstream. And I wish as a man that changed a little bit, especially for the perception of the younger generation that you don't have to be 110 pounds to be a model. You could be 140, 150, 160, 220. It doesn't matter. And like you spoke about that confidence, we have people that are so confident in their own skin, and it really is beautiful to see.
And I feel like that's all you need. It shows when you're confident. It's like you have that glow, and it just shows through, and it makes people smile. It makes me smile to see other people smile genuinely, especially doing something not acceptable or out of the norm. Like, so why can't I wear that dress, but appropriate for me? Why can't I be sexy just like her, low cleavage, low this, little, like you can, just, sometimes
own it.
You see, you own it, but sometimes you do see, I wish
you see some people you're like, why did you?
We could do a whole show on that. We could do a whole show on that.
Where was your friend?
Does you have friends? Does your friends that
There should be a new segment. Why did she do that?
Yeah, that's good. I'll come back for that one.
Like, don't they say something to that, like, don't wear, sometimes you look at that and it's like, listen, baby girl, I'm all for you wear, but you gotta know what your limits are, you know what I'm saying?
But that's why I always have to find an approval before I go anywhere, like, important. I have to be like, okay, you gotta tell me what you think, like, and I bring 2 or 3 outfits just in case, because
I mean, you go for what? I live in a like, I don't know, norm that, what are you gonna be wearing?
I used to live in a basement, and I could barely see down there as it was, so anytime I left the house,
I'm sure you have no trouble.
Everything was like see-through or had like a mark on it. I'm like, oh, that's just great. I'm like, because I can't see in the dark.
That's me in the morning having to go to work and I can't turn on the light.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm trying to get dressed, and then when I get to work, I'm like, oh, I guess you can see through.
Yeah.
I'm like, but it's not like you normally medium or large, and here you're trying to fit into extra small.
Wait, let me just stuff
so
this in
that's
there
the type
quick.
of stuff that I'm trying to talk.
Like buttons.
You should know what your limits are.
And some people, like, I have to say, like, one thing, the only thing that I could think of off the top of my head that I like can't not notice when I see it is buttons. When somebody's wearing a shirt
like this
with
is like the
buttons
opening
that go down,
like,
and you can see, and it's like
screaming.
stretching, but like not necessarily because they're I don't want to say fat, but like bigger than what they should be fitting in the shirt. But maybe they have a bigger bust. Maybe the buttons are pulling for too many years. Like you've had the shirt a long time, and now it's just kind of like. But that drives me crazy. Like you
They need
can't.
donations then. We need to
You
help them out.
can't wear a shirt with buttons if it's looking like if it looks like this. Like it's got to be like like that.
So and this
I don't
is
do
why
buttons for
we
this reason.
definitely have people like you who create such a. So what is the name of what is there a name for this studio or type
So
of?
it's going to be called the Long Island Fashion Academy.
The Long
By
Island
Fashion for Purpose.
I love that.
Yes.
That
Everything is Long Island based for us.
Yeah.
We're really trying to get Long
Are
Island
you
on the map.
originally Long Islanders?
Yes.
Well, I've lived in Long Island all my life, but I'm Boricua.
Hello, wepa! In the house.
Yes, the goal is for everyone that's involved in the Fashion Academy to get them to the point where they can be involved in the fashion shows. So the models that come and take the classes, those are the models we're going to use for the fashion shows.
Okay.
The stylists, the photographers, videographers that come, we're going to let them kind of intern and do video for us, do photography for us, so they can get a real life experience. You know, like take a photographer, it's almost impossible to get into one of these New York City fashion shows
Absolutely.
as an intern. So just to be able to provide someone an opportunity to come and see what it's like, see all the different moving pieces. I talk to so many of my friends that I bring backstage at the fashion shows, and they're like, wow, there's like 50 different things going on right now. Like, how do you keep track of it?
And now that you also bring that up, I also want to give another quick shout out to I don't give him enough credit because I treat him and he is like another little brother that I really didn't need, but I kind of like adopted him for that way. But he is such a sweetheart. He's an amazing photographer / videographer whose main thing is at the fashion week, fashion shows. And so he lives in Florida now, but when I have my own events, I have to stand up for him because I trust him and his abilities, and he knows exactly what I want, I need it. And the funny thing is, when I go and I do, because he is such a humble dude. So shout out to Sec Wilson. I call him Wilson. Many people know him by Sec.
What's up, man?
So he is such a sweetheart, such a humble guy. And so when I go to these events with him, and I'm like, doubting in a way, like, where are we gonna be able to get into this fashion show? Like, what? And he's just looking at me, and we walk in. It's like, hey, Sec, hey, Wilson, hey, that, and I'm like,
well known.
You, oh, they know you. Like,
And he's so good with us. Like, I've done a couple of things now where I've been around him, and he'll be like, he'll be fixing your pant leg or your skirt.
Exactly. So just to
he's
show
like,
that
hold on, like he'll move your hair so that it like looks
because he's so experienced already. He sees from the eye.
Yeah,
He's worked with so many models, and
Yes.
So it's just so funny that someone like that definitely, why is in Florida?
Yes.
It's just
shout out
to
Sec.
Unbeknownst
Good
to me
dude.
and beyond me. So go stay in Florida, whatever.
I do have a question, actually. You guys are around, I'm sure, a lot of designers and models. If you could work with, like, who would be at the top of your list as far as, like, big name?
A-list?
Who would you, a couple people that off the top of your head you'd like to work with or have model for you, if you could?
So about 8 years ago, I probably spent the most money I ever spent on a pair of jeans. I paid like $840.
OMG! Wait,
Yeah.
that's gotta
have
be
those jeans.
Yeah,
That's gotta be on the segment. Oh my God, what people do.
They were Tom Ford jeans.
Tom Ford.
And just
Didn't I say his name before?
Yeah, going into his store in Soho, even though I don't shop there anymore because I just don't spend that much money on clothes anymore. I do love looking around, and I love his style for men, and I would love to work with Tom.
That's
Ford,
why they
but-
have now Saks Off Fifth. Is that what
Saks
Yes.
Off Fifth,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So what was $700 is now $625. Just saying.
It's still
Yeah.
lower than okay.
I literally wore those jeans until like you could see my thighs
Did you, like,
and
frame
my
'em?
kneecaps and no,
But that's good
Should have
because
like
you
put
got a
them in
lot
a
of
little
use out of
case,
it.
hung it up, get them
Goodwill.
signed by him one day. Be
Yeah.
like, could you sign my pants?
But that's great to hear though. But at least you got your
Yeah.
money's worth.
Yeah.
Like you used them to
Oh, until the last thread
That's
was
why
off,
I
yeah.
think my closet. You've been to my closet.
Oh, God,
it
that
is
thing is
so
scary.
like I can't even because it's not that I do buy a lot of stuff, but I have things from such a long time ago too. I
Yeah.
think I have such a hard time of letting them go.
That's
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You know.
I'd also like to work with
He's
Jordan
that way,
Craig.
Jordan Craig.
Yeah,
Is that a designer or model?
It's a designer, Jordan Craig. He does a lot of men's jeans, sweatshirts, t-shirts, running like jogging suits. Yeah, Jordan Craig's a favorite of mine. What about you?
You know what? I really didn't. I don't even know. I don't even have an answer.
Who's the
for it
first person that
because-
comes off the top of your head when you think designer? Doesn't have to be your favorite. Who do you think as soon as you think of designer? Who popped up?
Versace.
Okay. Versace. Very well known.
Yeah. That's probably the.
And what about models? Like, if you could have anybody model in your show, big name model, like, who do you look up to as a model? Like, somebody that defines good person, good
I
look,
can't
good
remember her name.
attitude.
She's
Ashley.
full figure. Yes, Ashley.
Ashley Judd?
Yep.
I mean,
No,
Ashley.
no, 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 no.
Ashley.
Ashley, Oh my God, I'm having a
I
brain
can't
fart and I
remember.
know her.
Ashley.
Chris, what's the name?
Grant,
Ashley
thank
Graham.
you.
Ashley Graham,
Yes.
yes. That's
So-
who I would
I
love
knew it
to
was a
work
general,
with.
I said that.
And besides,
Yes.
and
She is
just-
beautiful.
I'm sorry, that was Kristen. FYI, she's behind the scenes.
Greatest
our
PR woman
person.
ever.
She does everything for us.
Kristen Ford.
She just keeps
shout
me
out
on my
to you.
toes.
Kristen. I like Kristens. I'm a Kristen.
Yes,
So go
yeah.
girl.
And since we're on the subject of that, I just got to give also another shout out to John Ashford. So John Ashford, we're waiting for you. I believe he's going to be a guest pretty soon, but he is an amazing shoe designer.
Oh yeah.
Love shoes.
Oh my goodness! But it's just
So.
he's
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
amazing at if you go through his IG, I think you find them on John Ashford.
Okay.
They're a super duper like who's this other designer who's very dramatic with her colors and her she wears like the pigtails and
Oh, Betsy Johnson.
it's
Oh,
like a Betsy. His
Yeah.
style, as you can see here, you can see it now. There'll be a surprise for next week, but it's very creative, very
yeah.
you know. And I can't wait to have him on the show. He's gonna be here pretty soon, also, and I'm gonna have fun looking through all of it because I will soon be shooting my music video to my
Oh, well,
new
invite
song.
us back. We would
Nice.
love to come and
Then-
see.
yes, absolutely.
I love shoes.
So.
You could have a show just for him to do his shoes.
Oh my
Oh
God,
my gosh,
he's
that would be
amazing. So
amazing,
shout
yeah.
out to John Ashford. We will be
forward to
talking
meeting you.
tomorrow, and we're gonna have him on the show. I believe is next week or the following week.
Yeah.
So I am so looking forward to him. So shout out to you, John. Yeah.
So I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people think that you just have to design clothes to be in a fashion show. In some of our previous fashion shows, we've dressed models in all black. They've walked artwork
Yeah.
down the walkway,
Okay.
showcasing artwork in their hands. We've had backpacks from Reel to Reel, where the models are all dressed in black and having backpacks down the runway. So you don't have to just design pants and tops.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
can design shoes, artwork, backpacks, sunglasses,
Anything
watches.
that's art, fashion and art,
Yes.
it all goes together, and you know. That's amazing,
Yes.
and I love it. I love it. I love what you're doing,
Thank
and
you.
Thank you.
I love the whole. You know, this is. I was born for this. Which you know, I'm into the fashion. I used to model. Now
Yeah.
I'm into music, and you know, so it just goes hand in hand. You
It
know,
does.
Yeah.
and
It
anything.
does.
And now with my baby, which is my show. I'm so happy I have people who, you know, we all get together, and this is what it's all about when we network, you know,
Yes.
and we,
Yeah.
and we, you know, and these are the outlets that let people know where exactly, you know.
Listen, thank you for inviting us.
No,
because
and I
this
want you
is
to let everybody
definitely-
know. Let everybody know where exactly they can find you, how, where, when. God.
All right, so the website, Fashion, the number 4 Purpose, fashion4purpose.com. Instagram, you can check us out at Fash, the number 4 Purpose. Facebook is Fashion for Purpose. And remember, the 4 is always the number 4. Fashionforpurpose.com. Check us out.
Fashion for Purpose. Yes. And that is an awesome title too. I love
All
it.
her.
All
But
me.
hello, what else do you expect? You know, beauty and brains,
Yes,
you know.
exactly.
What did you say was your next big thing coming up that you have planned?
Well, we'll have another show definitely in what, March of
So
2020?
March, April 2020.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't realize these fashion shows take a solid probably 5 to 6 months to plan.
Got it.
So when we finish one, people are already calling us the next day, and it's like, yo, we still haven't even decompressed from last night.
Yeah.
So we were going to have one in September, but we can't find a venue big enough to have us right now.
Okay.
So if anyone knows a
Any
venue,
venues out there? Let's
listen, this
go.
is the criteria, okay?
Big ass venues.
It's got to be able to fit 400 to 500 people.
Woo, it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, with 25 vendors
Y'all heard?
all around the perimeter, and it cannot be a catering hall.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Y'all
So-
heard?
Not be a case.
Holla
and,
at us.
And we need an extra room for hair and makeup.
And we need an extra room for hair and makeup.
Very
that-
important.
I'm
That'll
sure
host
there's
it 30
something out
people.
there. I'm sure there's
Yes.
somebody, one of our Facebook viewers.
Yes.
Definitely. So, and so we're gonna leave this off. We're saying thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you.
for having us.
I'm so happy we're able to share this. You know, everyone on our Facebook viewers, please take the video and share, because the more you share, you know, sharing is caring.
Karma.
So, yeah, absolutely. So, like always, we're going to leave you off. We usually leave off with inspirational videos. I have an inspirational quote that we're going to leave
Nice.
off the show with. But I want to wish everybody a good night. Thank you for tuning in at Linda Lynn Presents Could Be You TV. And we'll see you next week. Love you. Thank you. Mwah, 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 mwah.